Okay, injury front. Awalk has a knee sprain. We'll get an MRI on that. JOK, groin injury. Taven Bryan, hamstring. Jed Wills had a knee injury but went back in. Ronnie Harrison, hamstring, was not able to play. You know, that's just a great team win, and I'm really proud of those guys for fighting. Short week with all the things, with last Sunday. For those guys that come through, first of all, just battle to make it to this game, which is not easy. But then the fight for 60 minutes, and I thought it was really a team win. I think it was offense, defense, special teams all working together to get a W in front of our fans who were outstanding tonight. I really thought they brought it. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, what was going through your mind when the ball was bouncing around on that onside kick at the end?
A lot.
What did you think of Brissett's game?
Thought he was solid. Didn't start fast. There were a couple throws. I think he maybe throws / reads or play calls that we didn't start fast enough. And that's me. I got to get him going early. Got to get our offense going early. So I'll take that. But made some throws, made some big throws in big moments. Battled. He's doing a nice job.
How about David Njoku, Kevin, the way he played on not just catching the ball but blocking too?
Yeah, I think that's the thing with Dave. We've talked about it. I think, there are games where the ball coverage dictates the ball goes elsewhere, and he blocks his rear end off, and he needs this weekend to rest because we had him out there. He was blocking at the point of attack, working hard in the run game. Making plays in the pass game, so he really played hard.
About the defense coming together in the second half and basically, kind of shutting them down.
Held them to 3 points in the second half. Guys played hard. I thought we were assignment sound, flying around to the football, tackling together. And it's never perfect, as we know. I mean, there's things that I know we'll clean up. After wins and losses, you got to clean a lot of things up. But really proud of how those guys responded.
Kevin, what kind of boost is Amari giving your offense? He's the first receiver in 9 years to have back-to-back 100-yard games for his career side.
Yeah, I think I've trying to find new ways to tell you how impressed I am with number 2. I mean, he's really, really smart. He's a great teammate. He runs every route imaginable. Slants, go balls, double moves, you name it. I just think he's so versatile. He's such a big physical receiver, trustworthy. I really enjoy number 2.
It really seems like he and Jacoby got something working these last couple of games here.
Yeah, I think they've been working very hard, and I think that's early in the season for all of us. You need to continue to get better. You need to continue to work on those type of things when it comes to the pass game. But yeah, they did a nice job tonight.
Kevin, I know finishing is always a point of emphasis, but was it even more so the last couple of days, given what transpired on Sunday? And did you guys go over some of the late game situations that ended up coming up again?
Yeah, we always do, Tom, but that's what I told the team. I'm just proud of them because that's not an easy thing to bounce back from. I think in this locker room, we talked about it on Sunday. We talked about it on Monday. But what I'm proud of those guys is you can't let a loss linger. And we won't let this win linger either. But I'm proud of how they responded. You got to be resilient.
What did you think of their defensive meeting, players only, this week? Were you aware of it? Was it effective?
Yeah, I was aware. That's football. I mean, you get together. I wouldn't overstate it.
Kevin, with Jacoby, first of all, it looked like he's really had some zip on those throws tonight. Was that necessary given how much the wind looked to be blowing?
It felt like the wind maybe died down throughout the night. But yeah, I don't know if he had more zip than normal, Scott, but he had a good throwing session before the game. He was very confident.
And what makes him so effective on those sneaks? I mean, even the last one, I think, went for 6.
Yeah, quarterback sneaks aren't complicated. And it's a matter of our guys getting low and coming off the ball, and he's got a good feel for it.
Cade York's PAT, was it just blown to the upright?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but he'll be just fine.
What did you see from Jacob Phillips to make you think, if you have to go with him going
Yeah, I've been very excited about Jacob throughout this past year, as we've talked about. Obviously AWalk was starting there, but it was I wouldn't call that an indictment of Jacob. I think he's a really, really good football player, works so hard at this thing. And I thought he played well tonight. It's a huge loss with Anthony Walker if this is a longer-term thing because, I mean, we know what he brings to the football side of things, but he's a captain, he's a leader. So we got our fingers crossed and definitely hoping for the best for number 5.
Kevin, describe Nick Chubb in one word for me, please.
That's your job, not mine.
Speaking of running out of ways to compliment a guy, though, I mean, what can you say about Nick, trying to hurdle Minka and all the things that he did in this game?
Yeah, we felt like Nick would have another good day today. Just he felt confident, I think, in a lot of the run schemes. And, he gives you an honest day's work. He ran hard. I just think he gets stronger as the game wears on. Part of that, you got to attribute to Kareem coming in there and taking the workload. And but that's that 1-2 punch. We've talked about it. It's 1A, 1B.
What can you say about? I mean, D'Antonio had a real nice pull block on on Chubb's touchdown. What can you say about those guards and the way they're able to pull?
Yeah, I mean that whole offensive line. Really it starts up front for us, so it's the entire offensive line. Joel in particular. We talk about these Thursday night games. I mean, for him to make it to the game in the first place, I think is a big deal. And he's a warrior. I don't know how many starts he has in a row, but it's a lot. But I thought he played physical. But I think across the front, I thought those guys played really, really physical.
Coach, you possessed the ball for about 13 minutes more than the other team tonight. A lot of that times, these were 6-7 minute drives that turned into points. How helpful was that to keep the defense fresh and give less time?
Yeah, I mean, that's always the idea. It doesn't always happen that way, but when you're running the ball as effectively as we were in the second half, I think the one touchdown drive, I believe, had one pass. That's just going to churn the clock. And we're going to, you hope as a football team to be in moments where you need to run the clock out. Now, I felt like there were some moments there where we could have even been better in that regard. But, you call it 4-minute runs when you want to get the first down, you want the clock to run. I think our guys do a really nice job in there understanding that we got to come off the ball and it's going to be mano-a-mano blocking.
Kevin, you said that it was a tough game, the Jets game, to bounce back from for the players. What about the coaches? They took a lot of heat this week. Was it a difficult 4 days for you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd characterize it as that. I would just tell you, for us, we pour a lot into this thing, and to come back in, be problem solvers, find solutions to things. I thought the coaches were really good.
How about just coming back out, winning in front of your home fans after sending them home kind of disappointed just 4 days ago, the euphoria in the stadium?
Yeah, it's a long season, so like I mentioned to you, I thought the fans were unbelievable tonight. And I've said this before, and I hope they know this, they make a difference. When it's third down and they are that loud, it makes a huge difference for that opposing team. So they had a huge hand in this, and I want them to celebrate tonight.
Is this valuable to have this almost kind of like mini bye to clean things up? I mean,
yeah, I think it's for sure. Yeah, I think always when you're looking at where your Thursday game is, and it's early for us, but I do think we get to rest, get some guys healthy, hopefully, going into the next game versus whomever we're playing.
Jorge's dropped 2 punts inside the 10, one at the 6, one at the 4.
It was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of conversation what to do there at the end. Once the clock became 15 seconds as opposed to maybe it was going to be 7 seconds, felt like that was the right thing to do with Corey, and he responded. First of all, the punt unit to protect and knowing that they were likely going to come after that thing and hit a beauty there. That was awesome.